Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. I am Kyle, Kyle R.
Yep.
As many of you have heard in chat, communicated with many of you. John, you want to introduce yourself too?
Yep. I'm Sean Feeney, and we are the new, community guys for the trophi.ai app, and we're here to kind of give you an overview of, some of the new features that are going on, and what's coming up, and also the, changes that are coming today as well. So, yeah, so that's what we're going to be up to.
Yeah, and just to avoid any confusion, there are multiple people at Trophy with the same name. I'm Kyle R, but there's a Kyle N who who is in charge of the data science side. He's been in here a few times, so yes, Kyle N. He's awesome. In fact, everyone at Trophy is awesome. I just want to start off by saying that everyone I've worked with, whole team is really great, very passionate about improving Trophy and bringing it to the masses. So, yeah, Dave's a little sus, huh? No, Dave's awesome for sure. The passion and the vision is Dave is a fountain of. Oh yeah, that's actually a really good point. Many Daves, many of every name type. Yeah, so just a little background on me. I have a lot of experience with tech and other things. I've been playing Rocket League for a long time. I think I have like almost 5,000 hours at this point. Love Rocket League, love learning, and Trophy is like a really good segue to that. It's all about learning, and we spend a lot of time thinking about how to make learning easier for people. I know you should have had you do this earlier, Sean, but do you want to give a little background info?
Yeah, so I mean, I've been playing Rocket League since around the beginning of the pandemic. I got laid off at the time and started playing and kind of passing time, and I kind of got addicted to it, like most people do. But yeah, I work here doing this. I also do stuff with Dell Technologies as well. But yeah, I'm passionate about Rocket League, and uh, this trophy app is I got involved with it early on, and just really interested in it and just very passionate about what they're doing here and want to help them grow and get better. And so, yeah, so this is kind of an awesome app that I'm, personally passionate about, not just to mention that it's a good app, but like I'm actually definitely interested in it
It's
personally.
awesome. Yeah, yeah, it's really. I completely agree. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Yep.
15K hours, insane, Sparrow. Okay, I just want to. I just want to indicate. I see that is a lot of hours. That is like maybe I don't know about it like Squishy Muffins level because I think him and Garrett G have like maybe 20 beyond 20K, but that's definitely up there for sure. Um, I just want to make a note. A lot of the feedback that you all have given for people in here. Let me see who's in here. We've received a lot of feedback from this server and from our other main trophy Discord, and we have implemented some of those things. You actually pull the app up. So we just want to thank you for doing that. I have like 40 windows open that I'm managing. Let's see the trophy. Even the look of the trophy application, get to Rocket League. This is different now, partially because of internal dialogue, but also because of feedback. I think Lazord was the one to, hopefully I pronounced that right, was the one who provided this sort of info. So, and there are many things internally that we have done in terms of training stuff, in terms of like everything. So it's been really good, really helpful getting your insight. And I think it's very appropriate to mention that Trophy would not be in the place it is today without some of that feedback. So just want to thank you very much from the bottom of our Trophy hearts here.
Yeah, not to mention, as if you see on the screen at the top, the free access to trophy expires today. Most of you probably, if you already have this downloaded and have an account, you should probably have gotten some uh, discount codes and stuff. So definitely check your emails and things. Definitely you can apply those as you go. But yeah, so we should start to see kind of the free access kind of dissipate after today. And that's one big announcement of today, going forward. But we also have a ton of new features coming that is going to make it totally worth it as well.
Yes, agreed. Okay, so well, I don't know where my camera view went. Discord is, I mean, OBS is hidden it from me, but it's okay. You don't really need to see my face anymore. Or Sean's in this case. I do. So we want to point out like some of the differences that have happened. Let's see. I'll transition. This is one of the older slides, and let's see if it will let me. You can see it's kind of like a Bacchus mod style view where we have histograms, I suppose, a lot of bar graphs comparing things. Let's see another old slides. This is an evolution. You can see it's a little bit, it's more like racing, I think the racing side. Yeah, thank you, David, bringing that up. And then today, it looks more like this. And I can actually make it a little wider if I can find the window. Where did it go? Ah, there it is. I'm in the triple monitor setup. So there we go. We can see like the AI overview on the side, really nice. There's a range. You can see the range is now visible, if that's even visible on your guys' screen. Maybe it's not, but a lot of little things. Please don't judge me. This is, I think, a casual match, by the way. Nothing serious. It's good. I think the information is being presented in like a really great way. It's evolving. Like the data science team is working hard to improve these graphs. We're trying to fit a lot of info into a small space, and so the challenge is presenting it in a clear, clean way that everyone can enjoy. And so if you're using Trophy, if you're noticing things that could improve, of course, everyone in here already knows that, but feel free to reach out and let us know. Let us know what you're seeing, and we'll try and address that and make it better. And so the next part, I don't have a sample of this, unfortunately, but Mansell did get a new voice. We'll actually hear the new voice when the app runs, but if you could compare the old version versus the new, it was like much more robotic. I think we have actually a video that we did post in here where you can hear the older, the previous live stream actually. You'll hear the older voice. I like the newer one. I don't know how do you feel about it, Sean?
I think it's in good improvement for sure.
Yeah, it's like just sounds more
yeah.
human. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm listening to a robot quite as much, and we're definitely working on different like personalities maybe, or we're experimenting with like a variety of things. Nothing too big to announce on that yet. However, there is stuff being worked on. Very good. So it's all exciting. Every time we get a new glimpse, it's like another thing to be excited about.
And one thing I will point out about the stats page you have up, there was previously some confusion where you could select like the last 5 matches and it would give you, you could do that basically on all the tabs across the top. That has been changed, so that I think the last like 3 or so of them, you'll see that it gets suppressed as you go. So when you get to play styles, it's gone, and no longer is it about the last accumulated number of matches. It's actually showing just the latest match on the play styles, and I think the boost and heat map one. Well, so that's been corrected and a little bit more clear and understandable. So those last 5 matches and stuff like actually makes sense and changes on all the tabs.
Yeah, that's great. That's good. Yeah, we have like context. So we have positional play. It is nice to have long-term views. Okay, we got some processing. That's good. I am not very far forward, at least with the matches I have published. Let's see. Let's go to. Do I even have 50 in here? I must, though. I must. Yeah, the graphs. It is better actually. They changed this. Used to be less clear that we were viewing a wider range, but now it is very clear from these graphs. I'm actually really happy to see that. That's great, and we're going to continue to develop this. A lot of like contextual stuff that they're trying to build in, and a lot of just trying new ways to present the data and make sure everyone is able to get what they need. Information-wise, 0 demos inflicted. That is embarrassing. Holy. Okay. My gameplay aside, let's see what Sparrow says here briefly. I know there's Q&A at the end, but also why not answer them now? And next rank is based, I believe, one of the other, Madison or Dave can correct me here, but I believe it's based off of our analysis of replays. So there's like a general baseline we have for each rank. We've analyzed a lot of information. I don't know. Training the models requires a bunch of data, and they have ingested tons of replays. So with replays, I think ball chasing indicates the stats on them. We have our own parser, though. It like also figures out stat information from the replay file. I see Dave chiming in here too, so that's good. Mr. Newman. Good? Okay, great. How funny would that have been? First live stream and I don't even know the app. No, that is, yeah, so we have a baseline understanding. We're also like constantly, thank you, constantly looking at data and like trying to understand the Rocket League population. So as we all know, it's not static, right? And skills of a specific range, a specific rank range will change. So for example, Diamond today is probably better than Diamond was 2 years ago, and so on and so forth. So it's all about context. Let's just see. Okay, so now Dave Newman already announced this in the chat. I was going to flash the graphic, but I didn't prepare it. So it's the same info as he has there. We do need to mention we are moving to monetization. There are discount codes which are going to still work, especially for you all in here that are on this call. If they don't work, feel free to email us. If it seems unintuitive, you can reach out to us via whatever our help portals in here, anywhere, and we'll try and make things work for you. It's been a really big help to get everything in, all the input you guys have and everything. So yeah, great. That email, support@trophi.ai. I think, let me pull up the desktop application as well, has help info. I need like a stream deck. I realize now why people get those. So if I go to help here in the bottom, we can open up a support ticket, which will go like directly into our system, and we'll be able to answer it as meet you as quickly as possible on whatever you need. And just to build a little hype for the app, there are like a ton of new features. What we've seen in the alpha is like nothing. I mean, it's not nothing. It's a lot. There's a lot of great training, a lot of good analysis, but we are definitely adding a lot of new features in the very near future. We just recently added a bunch of new packs. Let's see. There might be a duplication thing here. Oh, wrong game. Skill list. So like we have MacTuff now. You'll see this is a new one that just got released. Rapid resets, tight angle air roll shots. Like these are all really, I can't do them. I'm just going to put it that way. Very complicated shots. You know, we have the old ones that are good, or the previously existing ones. Speed flip, I really love speed flip because there's like a little bit of additional information. But in my opinion, like 360 MacTuff is something that if you're into Rocket League a lot, this is like a, if someone's busting this mechanic out, it is insane to see. So pop reset, here's another one. So they added 3 new flip reset packs like last week, and they're about to add a bunch more. Double taps, I don't remember if that was in the last one.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. Okay, if it predated the most recent. Bounce to air dribble, no direct. So we even have directional air roll and non-directional air roll. Just a ton of new packs, and the people that are working on these are very, very good gamers. So, it's been a challenge trying some of the GC and SSL packs. I'm gonna just call this out really quick. The difficulties are not correct. That has been addressed in a patch that I have not been able to download yet. I will after this. We're on 1.61.1 now, so this I think has been corrected. Anyways, so a lot of new stuff in the works. There's also multiple mini games that are coming up. One is a ball under control game and keep your speed up, where you're trying to just move around the pitch and maintain control of the ball. It is configurable, so you can do a little bit of I will. We will definitely, Sparrow. We will definitely hop into some visual examples here. Yeah, don't you worry. You'll get to see. You'll get to see at least one of us. I don't know about Sean, but you'll get to see me floundering, and maybe I'll bust out one of the tougher packs. I think there's like a sideways. There's a GC pack where you have to like catch the ball sideways in the air and then like air dribble. Just to show you, I'll show you the extent of my on the side. Okay, sure. Yeah. You can send if you want to clip it and send it into. We'll thumbs up you or whatever. But I'd love to see the training. And I love the streams that you were doing in Sparrow. I mean it when I say if you stream, drop the link in and I'll watch you. Okay, back on the topic. We have a ball under control game. I think it's like ground control and then keeping the speed up. There's also a game where you bang the ball as hard as you can off the wall. It's called off-wall shooting. This is like a classic exercise, I would say. I heard Squishy Muffins reference this one. I forget what he calls it. I've heard people refer to it as boom ball. We are just hitting the ball. Not necessarily on the target, but just trying to read the bounces, that sort of thing.
A lot of these are what people would normally use as warm-ups. Are now going to be built in as like an actual like training pack, if you will. But for the purposes of warm-up.
Yeah, exactly. Boom ball, yeah, Dave. That's where I've heard that. I think if anyone knows Hootie Hoo, that's where he's the first one I heard use that. I think I got a lesson with him a long time ago, and that's what he was calling it, boom ball. And then I've heard a few other people refer to it that way. Some coaches honor that. Hey, well, especially with Rocket League coaching, everyone's borrowing from everyone, and in fact, that's what a healthy community does. I think it's a good thing. So now what else do we have? I think those are the two main games I can tell you about. There is an additional one where there's in-game shot scenarios that you get to take over and you attempt to execute the play. I think this was in a previous iteration or previous version of this idea was called Jump in Game, I believe. It's a Bacchus mod plugin. Amazing concept. Let's say I just watched Falcons win a regional. I want to try and recreate what TRK did in a specific play to pass the ball to either Rowas or Clears. Then we're going to start including situations where you can do that. And I think it's going to offer similar free, trophy speed up, slow down type scenarios, type control. So in my opinion, that's like a humongous learning thing. And having the additional trophy, like trophyization of it, there's going to be more configuration than you would have otherwise. So I'm very excited to try that one out. I think we're ready now to actually show off some gameplay. Sean, I think maybe we'll start with you when you're ready, and I do need you to turn your camera on.
Yeah.
And I think we talked about, well, you choose whichever one you want to do. Actually, why don't I? Let's just choose.
Yeah, so,
there's not going to be sound. There's not going to be sound from Sean's gameplay, unfortunately. We couldn't figure that part out. He's directly connected to my computer right now. So next time, though, we'll get it figured out.
Yep. Let's start with let's start with double taps.
Double taps. Yes, dude. I love this training pack for sure. I can spend 30 minutes in this training pack easily. It's like meditation.
I'm just waiting for it to launch.
Yeah. The startup process. What other packs do I like? Let's see. I like a bunch, actually. Awkward Shots is a fun one. Catch and Dribble, I love. Power Slide Shots, I really love. I'm hoping we'll get more in that category soon. That's one where I did, and I had like immediate impacts in my gameplay. What other ones are there? There's a new pack called Shots Off Passes that's really good. I'm bad at it. It is it pushes my gameplay for sure. Okay, we see Sean in. We see the
All
boxes.
right. So, all right, just excuse me. I have a larger screen and I'm using it on the smaller so you guys can see it perfectly fine. All right, but what you can see here is this is basically a training pack. As you can see, there's a bunch of boxes in the front. Each one of those boxes is a different shot and position. If you notice, kind of goes out each time. On a controller, for instance, on my D-pad, I can hit the left and right arrows, and it will switch between them. You can pick whatever one you want to do. Additionally, what you can see is there's a little green. If you see that, there's a green path. That's the path you want to take with your car. Um, and so basically, I'm going to jump on that path and then double tap, and then as you see within the actual net itself, you'll see that there are a bunch of boxes as well. That's the area where you want to try to get the goal. And so basically, that's kind of the idea. So that's what it is. And then you can, like I said, you can skip different angles. Right now, it's primarily based on the path of your car as far as what a success is. That is going to be fixed. So how you train obviously is going to be the best option for you.
Yeah. And you can
But as you can
turn
see,
the path is the path visible? You can turn the path on and off. So if you're wanting to ignore it and still get the training, it can be there, it can not be there.
I'm just messing around, but you get the idea.
Keep
And
going.
it's different angles and stuff. So let me go back.
Well, you got fast aerial, bro.
I'm not very good at this.
You're
Anyways,
fine. You're fine. You made it. I love it. I love it.
yeah. So we'll tell you basically how close you are, and as you can see on the boxes, you can see it gives you a percentage on basically how well you did. Right now, like I said, it's kind of based on the path of the car is the area of the where it's tracking the most success.
Yeah.
But um, that will be sort of something we're going to work on in the future. What's cool is that on the left hand side, it also gives you kind of an idea of like you how you've done on your various shots, what's your best shot, your overall target scores and stuff like that, as well as some things, some controls that you can also play with. So you can completely reset a shot, and we just fixed the PlayStation controller, for
Yes, dude.
instance. If you
So
hit
good.
if you hit the
Sparrow,
top left
those cubes are
select
the
button, if you
shots.
will.
Those cubes are the shots. Sorry to interrupt you, Sean.
Yep. So yeah, so that's it. And then while you're here, if you notice, you can always ask Menzo like what I'm doing wrong, or like what could I do better, So if you hit the comma key, how can I do better?
I love that delivery. Oh, we don't hear your Mansell unfort audio. Theoretically, Mansell is verbalizing to him right now. I will also demonstrate on my end.
Yeah, I don't think you can hear it, but you can see the word text anyways. It will basically give you something you can talk to and chat with the guy and whatever, um, and see how it works. But yeah, that's kind of the idea of this. I'm not going to go too much more detail than that.
I want to see you make one. I believe in you, brother. I
Yeah,
believe. I
I,
believe.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not very good at like what people watching me.
Yeah, for
Sometimes.
sure, for sure, for sure. I did
But
find
yeah,
our camera view. There we go. Yeah, yeah, the path is an interesting one. For some of them, it is tricky, especially for some of the more advanced mechanics. The people that did the shots are like SSL level, and so it's like a double-edged sword. On the one hand, me needing to put my car where the pro, or where that very pro, in this case actually, put their car is actually good training. It's like advanced mechanics training. On the other hand, me even getting to a position of like being able to execute on that can sometimes take, it depends. Like if I really want to grind, I will just stick on a single shot for like an hour, basically. Uh, maybe it depends on what it is. If it's very challenging, yeah, Sparrow, exactly. Yeah, when you're in it, you're like, I don't want to hear anything. Get me out of here. Sean, do you want to try another one, or should I do one?
Yeah.
You do another one? Okay. Which one do you want to pull up this time? Oh, I should move our cameras to the other side. I'm covering up the training packs. Holy.
Another one. Let's see. Uh, um,
I think you had mentioned shadow defense was another one
Shadow.
that you.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna do Shadow Defense. Yep. I was just looking for it. I'm setting that up now.
Nice.
Also, please bear with us. This is our first live stream on this stuff.
Yeah, yeah. You guys are. We're doing it. We're figuring it out. We are literally building the plane as we're flying it, or whatever business business verbiage you want to use. Skill difficulty Sparrow is. I think there's a new patch that came out. My system is not on it. We can see it's probably pretty tiny, but 1.6, 1.0. The skill difficulties are maybe not correct. For example, if any of you have ever seen or tried the 360 MacTuff, it is not a champion level. And well, there are mechanical champs out there, but it's just generally not a champ level. Yeah, plats do them. I don't know if you guys have been watching the next rank, but the plat replays they pull up um are insane.
That's a
Sean, let me
really good. Yeah, that's a really good
the,
uh
the next rank.
YouTube series now.
Yeah,
Yeah, they've done a
dude,
really good job with that one. Very,
insanely
very
good
good.
info. Yeah, like well, it's Jack's a pro, and then Johnny Boy's been in Rocket League since the beginning, so they know what they're
Yep.
talking about generally. Yeah, they're cracked, and their personalities are nice too. They're just joking. All right, we got Sean here.
Yep. So one of the other things I
Game.
didn't show in the last one is that you can hit P, and if you hit P, it'll actually take over your car and show you kind of like a pro demo of what each shot should kind of look like and how to, handle it. And so for each one of these, you see, you can go through them, and so that way you now have a kind of an idea of like what the expectation is.
These are fast. Over the shoulders. Is this the advanced one? Is there advanced? I believe there is.
No, I. No, what happens is if you hit a button at all when it starts, it like will launch too fast,
Oh, interesting.
and so I have to wait.
Oh, I have seen that on the flip reset, the pop reset pack. It was doing that a little bit.
Yeah, and what's cool too is if you look at the top, you can also see that you can make it go slower if you wanted. So
Yeah.
like if you're having some trouble, you can kind of slow it down within the game as well.
You're doing that with your controller, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
If
They just added
in
that.
in on the D-pad, for instance,
Yeah.
if I hit the up D-pad, it will modify. If you see, as you can see, the numbers are changing. So let's see, 50%. So
Yeah.
like if you're having trouble, like you can do that, um, and you can speed it back up to 100%. There you go.
Ooh.
That.
Over the shoulder is hard. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It is a hard way to do things. The quintessential
Oops.
shadow defense. This is
Oh,
fast. This
that
is like if you're in a ones match with a high level player, actually. Well, I haven't played ones at a high level, so I don't, but just from what I watched Salt Mine or Ascension Protocol recently. Nice, dude. Look at that. 99% too.
99.
You're cracked. Love that.
It's good, yeah. And one tip too is like like if with this, it's hard to tell where the path might be. So, but if you check out ball cam, you can actually watch the path
Yep.
and you can actually follow that. And if you follow it right, you'll actually hit the ball right in the right spot like that, even without ball cam on. So
Hey,
there's all these different ways that you can kind of do this, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I sometimes
The
have to use that, like on the power slide shots. I had to see
Yep.
like what path they wanted me to travel on because you don't really get a view of it when ball cam is on sometimes. Yeah, like this view, you're not going to get until the ball passes you.
Yeah, it's like it's hard to see at the beginning, but that's what's cool about the fact that you have all these options,
Yeah.
at your disposal to kind of change things up and see different angles and be able to kind of handle it from there. But it's
Yes.
all good stuff.
Very good.
So, anyways,
I need to practice this pack too. Actually, I'm watching. I'm like, ah, yes, I would be doing the same. I would be doing the same. Let's go to our cameras. There we go. Boom, I found it. It didn't go away. I just wasn't scrolled up. How great is that? I know how to use my
right.
computer. That's really good. Let me see. So I was going to demonstrate a pack I could do, but I'm actually inclined to show some of the harder packs. And I would show, this is just basically me showing you how I would go about one of them. So I was just doing one earlier today. Is it advanced catches? There's one where you have to like catch the ball on the back wall. I love that. Well, no, this is dead air. Let's see. I'll just choose a different one. Yeah, it is real Sparrow. It's very good. It's like it's setting up like you would see in RLCS where they catch the ball on the wall and then cross field air dribble.
Another thing too, on a lot of these training packs, like the double tap one, it's great setup. So even if you don't use it for the purposes of double taps, you
Yep.
can still use it for all variety of different sort of um, shots, or just it's just a great way to kind of have easy setups.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the one, GC/SSL sideways air dribble. Oh, it's not that one. Backboard control. Oh, thank you, Dave. Yeah, thank you. That probably would be better if I use a filter. This is me being set in my ways. I just scroll the list. I could save some time. Backboard control GC/SSL. Yes. Yeah, Sparrow, exactly. That's exactly what the point of this pack is. So I'll pull it up. Hoping that everything works. Let's see. Live stream gameplay. Transition. Oops. Okay, I got my camera in there too. I forgot. Okay, so
for each shot, your goal is to control the ball off the backboard and start an air dribble towards the net. If you're unsure, press P to see a pro example. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.
as you can see, Mansel's very terse, sparse instructions, but I think if you're going to pull this pack out, this isn't something that you're not going to be confused about the goal. So I'm actually going to let the pro demonstration work here. Let's see if I'm actually clicked in. We'll go. This is the point of this pack. I love this pack. Look at that. Control. I think he wanted to flip here. Oh no, he just dribbles it in. So as you can see, how I would practice this, so we can see the speed on the top there, and we're going down maybe to 25. I don't think it's Green Warrior. I don't know. I don't remember who did this. We have a sheet with all the names. I didn't look at. I just found it today. I just pulled it up today. So this is how I would do it. I would drive. Let me just start over. So I would do this. Oh my god, dude. Sorry, I'm nervous for the presentation, I guess. Go. Just try and pop. Obviously, I'm not doing it right. Start slow, though. And I think the pro gets here sooner. Well, whatever. That's a first start. So then I would go back, watch the pro do his first touch. Oh, Smitty is? Okay. So the pro... Oh no, that's me. Interesting. Oh no. Oh, this is the next shot. Right, I fast forwarded. I know how to use trophy, I swear. We can see the pro kind of comes directly under this ball and tries to pop it up. Fast forwarding. Oh, there we go. So let's see if I can actually imitate that. Not quite. Closer though, at least I didn't boom it away. Anyways, I would repeat this process until I actually get the kind of control that I want. There we go. At least I popped it up this time. I'm not on the path, but for me, I'm going to work up to the path, basically, and I'm just going to practice not dropping it in front of my net, right? That's the goal number one, because every time I try this in ranked, that's a little bit better. So now I'm like, okay, what is going on here? Now let me see what the pro does. Let's see what he actually like kind of stops, and then I don't know how he pauses and doesn't lose his momentum, by the way. Like, that is crazy that he pulled that off. But so now I will try maybe. Yeah, a little bit better, right? So this is the advantage of the demo. You're like, okay, what do I need to do next? This isn't really better from I mean, that ball's going to go in my net, but at least from me executing on the mechanic. See, again, I got to get it to pop up. It really has a lot to do with how you come at it under the ball. I would try other shots from this, but they're all going to look like this. I can barely do this. There we go. That's a much better one. We got to slow. I'm not going to be able to shoot like the pro did. I think he got like 2 more touches, but I'll speed it back up to normal speed that we can. Yeah, rip. Let's try it again. Let's see if I can get at least one pop up. There we go. So as you saw, I wasn't really able to even do that before. Just by me slowing that down using trophies like features that are built in, I was able to kind of learn how to do this mechanic that is very outside of my skill set. Typically, when I do those off the backboard, I'm either booming or it's a pass to the other team right in front of my net. So I just found out about this pack. After this, I'm like tonight, I'm probably going to train this more for. So it says 218 at the top of my screen right now. I'll probably train it and it'll say like 75 up there, which is the way she goes. Let me go back to camera and I'll try one more. Yeah, Mystic, you would throw a flip reset in there. Like if we were talking about high, like GC3 or SSL, like 6-man's rank B and beyond, you're going to want to control, like you would see in RLCS, right? That backboard catch is an opportunity to set up like an offensive counterattack. And so flip reset, you need to flip reset really in the middle of the pitch because you're just going to lose boost. I think watching Daniel or like anyone from Falcons is like insane. Yeah. Power of slowing things down. Rocket League, I think Musty has talked about this a little bit. Some pros do it. It's very, very, your brain needs time to think in complex mechanical situations. So slowing things down gives your mind a chance to actually understand and like start building good habits from the beginning. Yeah, Mystic, let me pull one up. Let me switch to so I'll show you. There was a little bug in this recent patch, which they did address, but you'll see duplicated information. Yeah, Sean, I was trying that last night. It's a very good point. There are several, I think well, we'll try. So Mystic, just to address 360 MacTuff, I would definitely count in the flip reset family. Aerial flip reset shots was the first one we did. This one's like, I think the ball's high and slow moving. And so you jump off the ground and control, or it's like a one bounce type setup. Yeah, MacTuff is insane. I haven't even loaded that up because I'm not going to be able to do it. I won't even get close. There's like several mechanics that I just don't have in there. There's 2 more, which I will pull up one of them. There is, I have not tried rapid reset. Rapid reset's one, and then pop reset, which I will actually load up now. I haven't done rapid resets either, but that's another mechanic that's probably outside of my ability because you need to like catch the ball right and then get another one, or you need to get right up to the flip reset moment and then like beat, right? Yeah, tremendous range of skills all across these. The difficulty does not indicate what's actually there. It's every single thing. We saw GC/SSL. Power slide shots is a lower, definitely diamond, or I think a plat could even do power slide shots. Like a plat could start training them. We'll do pop reset now, though. I'm not going to be able to get the flip on this. I'm not. Oh, it's still going. Let me find. My computer is like running a billion things. I just have to exit manually here. Yes, 2 seconds. You can hear my Rocket League probably, or maybe not. You get to hear the exiting sounds. I love that. Let's see, pop resets. So this is like, the pop resets is like the traditional... Oh, Rocket League has to shut down. Pop resets is like the traditional, take the ball up the wall, pop it off, and try and catch in the air. You know, that's like the wait and flip reset tutorial, which I love. They show that. Let's see. Rocket League should be closed at this point. It's like any of the normal, like the way, the garden variety. Bacchus mod does have workshop. You mean like training stuff, right, Sparrow, where you can customize, like configure your training? Oh, workshop from Steam. Yes,
For this
yes,
trophy
you're right.
training pack shot, you need to pop the ball up and get a reset from different setups. Focus on cleanly popping the ball and positioning yourself for the reset.
Gameplay.
Good luck. If you have questions or want to see how it's done, press P to watch a pro perform the shot.
Oops. I know what I'm doing. You missed Mansell talk on Fort. Let's see. Mansell, can you tell me that one more time, please? Let's see what Mansell deals with.
Match the pace of the ball, hit it off the wall, and make sure your first reset is soft for better control on all pop reset shots.
That's a summary of what he just said. Will it blend? Let's see. Well, I'm very good at Rocket League. So we'll actually watch the pro do this one so you can see someone successfully doing it. There we go. We got a classic. We got first touch and a beautiful reset, and then he gets a cheeky second one in there. I don't think you need to get the second one, though. You can just get one so long as your car follows a similar path. Yeah, what a beast, dude. Holy. I'm just going to appreciate that last one. Oh, you're not getting my system audio? Is that true? Do you hear
Yeah, I
Rocket?
hear you.
Cool.
No, I don't hear Rocket League at all.
I think it's OBS. Has that been true the whole time? You haven't heard the Rocket League, just so I know.
Yeah, I haven't heard it.
Okay. Well, there you go. Skill issue on my part.
But as far as these trainings is concerned, and watching the pro do it, you know, if they're going to use a lot of air roll and stuff like that, you don't have to. Like, you can skip all the air roll stuff and just work on the absolute basics and just get the, you know, like, for instance, if there's just like a normal air dribble or something, you don't have to do all the air roll stuff. You can just do like a straight, you know, normal
There you go.
fly to the ball, you know, kind of thing, and not flip around, you know, to get the bearings down, and then, you know, get more advanced as you get better at it.
Let's see some of the other options they have in here. Sparrow, the audio, so I have audio routed in OBS. I just we didn't test in here, so hey, that's how it goes. Next time, we're going to publish a video. You're going to hear all this audio will be in there if you want to watch back, hear my beautiful voice, hear mine, Sean's beautiful voice. Let's see what this... Discord's also a little weird. This is like the defense cleared the ball type of scenario, or maybe your teammate passed down to you if you're at a high rank of a 50. Can I? Of course I bang it because I'm really cracked. Yeah, this package with all the flip reset ones. Let me... I just want to see what the MacTuff one looks like. We're going to look at the MacTuff.
I think you can go to Mac though.
Yeah, it's like it's one of the Zoomer, Gen Z, everyone going crazy mechanics. This is what, like, if you hang out with people who play a lot of, well, Six Mans isn't quite as popular, but generally as people go up, I'm going to say Champ 3 and beyond is when the people will start busting this mechanic out. Whether or not they can do it in gameplay is a whole other All
You
right.
should perform a backflip cancel while holding directional air roll to keep your car flat.
Look at this, dude.
Timing the flip right as your car's front end points toward you during
Like-
a helicopter reset motion.
Yeah.
Press P to watch a pro execute the shot if needed.
Okay.
Good luck,
Josh.
and
There
feel
we
free
go.
to
Mech
ask me
Tufts,
anything.
everyone. If you don't know, you know now. I think it's a heli reset too. If you want to get
I can do
technical.
that.
Yeah, easy. The Mac Tough, I think, has to do with the cancel though. I'm not super. So he gets that's a heli reset. And I think if someone knows this mechanic better than me, I'm not super versed in it. You know what I mean? But I think it has to do with how you cancel. Oh, maybe it is the heli then. And I do think Musty is part of it. Or however you want to call that. I think it is a Musty. We go from the corner. Blind, that's crazy. Oh no, I have car cam on because I'm a beast. There we go. My bad. We'll actually let the pro do this again. We're just demoing the pro play. Yeah, it's a flip cancel, Mystic. Somewhere in there. Is this pack helicopter resets actually? Because they've done them on every single one. And I don't think this is what a MacTuff is. This is my... Maybe it is though. I could be wrong. Yeah. Yeah, Sparrow. The car control is like, I don't know, unreal. Thousands and thousands of hours of free play or something, you know? Oh, okay, Dave. Okay, thank you. Here we go. Traditional kind of air dribble. Wait, how do we... He speed flips into the corner. Crazy control. Okay, dude. That's insane. This would maybe take me like 2 months to even get close. I don't even know. Heli resets our mid-air stalls. Okay. Similar shots. Anyways, so you can see how advanced this pack is, and they're adding more. Like, there's more being added every day. We recently added a new system that allows us to get packs in, like, very rapidly. So, and we have pros working on them, like, daily. They're in the chat talking about stuff. We get to communicate with them. That's, like, one of the perks of the job for me is getting to, not on a Rocket League peer level, but just on a workplace peer level. Sit and chat with them, watch them play games. They've given like live coaching when we've just been in together as a company. So we get to see like their amazingness on a daily basis. We'll switch back to camera only. You guys can't hear the gameplay anyway. That's unfortunate, brother. My bad. Let me see if there's any other. Sean, are there any other ones you want to demonstrate? We can go to Q&A too if you want.
We could do, so there's one thing to note is there's a difference between the training packs and then there's also the what is it, AI, what's it called, AI, the type
the analysis.
AI analysis one.
You're talking about the web,
so
the web client?
No, in the actual training behind you.
I got you. Yeah.
On the type that says training pack, there's also AI lessons.
Yes.
Okay.
You are correct. Yes, AI lessons.
And so AI lessons are very different in that they're going to kind of watch you play and be a little bit more proactive in the way that they are, that Manzels kind of communicate with you. I know we don't have the game audio going well right now, but one thing that I was trying recently was the curve dash. And what I found out is that like as I was doing the curve dash and I was making various mistakes, all of a sudden Manzo out of nowhere just says, hey, you're jumping too late, try jumping a little earlier, or wait until your front wheels pass the the lip between the curve and the actual flat ground. And it was like actually proactively saying that. So the AI lessons are Manzo being a lot more proactive and teaching you what you're doing wrong versus the training packs, which is less proactive. You have to kind of more ask questions from Manzo and get kind of input that way. And I found that to be incredibly useful and interesting and super helpful in a way because I didn't even realize I was making certain mistakes. And then all of a sudden he just told me and I was just like, oh, and I was able to correct it and do it a lot easier. So that's another area that's being worked on and advanced, and it's really, really cool.
I didn't know. I haven't done the training in a little bit. I didn't know that was happening now. That's really good, actually. I think, especially, I'm very bad at curve dash, so that will be a good one to throw in there. My timing brain is like absolutely cooked with all that, so I'm just like,
Even the speed flip training will have an entirely different sort of display than some of the other ones, in which will kind of show you where your
yeah.
joystick is not being moved the
Do
right way
you
and
do you
how
want to
it's writing.
demonstrate that one?
I can.
The speed flip, if you like, just so we can show it off.
Yep, let me.
Yeah, Sparrow, I was the same. Curve dashes was something I think I'd heard about it from like YouTube or whatever, but I nor anyone I know does them. So, 20 minutes is good. I'm not. I have to get warmed up to do it. I'll have to do the training, do it slowly, and then I can eventually do it. But if I stop practicing it, then I like lose it. So, let's see. I think this will be the after speed flip. This will be the last one that we demo, and then we'll open it up. You guys have already been asking questions, been trying to answer them, but we'll answer any more you have.
Starting it up right now.
Yeah. Just do a little look at the web client while that's starting. Observe the beautiful graphs. I think there's probably a lot to look forward to on the AI analysis side of the gameplay. We collect a bunch of data, so there's an infinite amount of ways to display that information. And a lot of it is just the developers knowing what people want to see. So the feedback of the community is super, super important on this. If you guys are noticing things that really bother you, in this server, people have been pretty good about like indicating what their issues are, just like in the trophy main server. But the feedback is definitely heard. Like we try and like we'll forward it in our chats to people. There's Sparrow. There's been a bunch of stuff that people are working on today about payment stuff. So that is a thing that people are actively figuring out as we go. In fact, I have a project I need to work on after this. It's related to that. So it is a thing that's being addressed. Yeah, projects for sure. All right,
So,
Sean, the floor is yours.
You see my screen?
I see you. You're on the big screen.
So you notice up here in the top left, it kind of tells you what the task is. If you need some additional input, you can always hit the T, and it'll give you a little bit more detail. So tap jump quickly, flip diagonally forward at a 20 to 45 degrees, and do 5 of them successfully. And so it's cool about this one is you can see when I move the joystick left or right, it tells you exactly what angle you're at and what degree you're at. So this is really hard to know unless something is showing it to you. So if you're trying speed flips through just free play or whatever, you'll never see something like this. But what's cool is you can kind of set it to around that angle that you're looking for, and then it's just a matter of double tap to get the correct it. And so as a first step, it's just telling you, just do that first angle. Okay.
Mansel's talking. Should imitate Mansell voice. I wonder if I stream the trophy app, if we can actually demo the Mansell voice next time, maybe. Sorry, Sean.
So I'm gonna reset this one. Why isn't it resetting?
Sparrow, Sean and I were passing audio samples back and forth with Madison. A few different things, actually. One toxic, another one was anime inspired.
Why can't I reset this? Okay, so it doesn't really matter at the moment because I'm not really trying to hit the ball. The idea is just to follow what it's trying to tell you to do. And then this time it's flip cancel. So if I hit T, you can see after flipping, immediately pull down and you joystick as quickly as possible. And so we're going to do what I did before is a diagonal flip and then pull down like that. And as you can see, at the bottom left, it'll actually show you whether or not you actually get it. And then you can't hear it, but he actually just told me to like make sure to pull down on the joystick as quickly as possible, quicker the better. That's what he just told me because he was noticing I wasn't doing it right. And so see, it's all about right now. It's not about hitting the ball. It's just about getting sort of the mechanic down of the angle of the, what you're trying to do. For instance.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Yeah, how awkward is a speed flip, by the way? What a crazy mechanic. Yeah, I really like having the actual degrees. I've used like the Bacchus mod accompanying plugin for the Musty speed flip pack, which is good. Don't get me wrong; it's like amazing resource, especially because it's free. But I think I don't know, for some reason I like seeing the degrees. It's
really helpful because it's so hard to know that unless do that. I used to think that I had to use the air roll in order to get the diagonal flip correctly, but after using this training pack, it's really not. What you just need to make sure that you get like the angle right when you do the double jump and then pull back.
Good cancel, actually, straight down.
See? Yeah, and it tells you exactly if you got it. So it's cool and super helpful.
Yeah. Speed flip's a really good one too. Like it's one that everyone can use. It's nice having a way to train. You can slow down and speed up just like with the other things. So if it's really if the cancel part is like hard for you, if you guys aren't doing the slow down and speed up, you definitely please integrate that into your training. It's going to be a game changer. Yeah, slow flip, exactly. Sparrow, you're right. It's a 50% speed flip. I fumbled the bag with the Mansell voice not coming through to you guys. I'm not sure. I think I actually need to create like an audio output device that like consolidates everything. So that was my fault for not getting that set up. But I wonder if I can actually stream. I'm not going to try and do it because I might break something and I don't want to do that. We'll do another one soon where we actually demo Mansell voice and, whatnot. So I think that's good. The floor is open. If you guys have any questions, Sparrow, you've done really good asking. If you have more, I'd love to answer them. If anyone else has questions they want to answer, we're here to answer them. And I'll pull up actually, I'll just leave our views on. I'm doing this. Waiting for Sparrow. Yeah, for sure. And it's, we're going to continue to refine and do all that. So I think they're taking in metrics even on how people are using the website, seeing like what people are finding useful. It's a dev who's doing all that stuff. And so they're really good about bringing changes in. Their production cycle is much different than the desktop client that we see in the background there, Trophy. They're pushing updates very frequently, so. Yeah, I agree, Sparrow. The fine detail between insights. So that's one of those things where we're going to bring that up to this is a good example of bringing it up to the dev team and saying, we need more fidelity here because the dev team, or we need more info here. As a user, I need more info. What does this mean? I'm always back. Like I brought up a point, maybe not in this Discord, but in a different one. There's one that talks about being too close to the team, but it never really defines the optimal value, really. I mean, there isn't one, to be real, but it would be nice to have some reference point other than just trying to... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Anyways, the point is more communication, the better. The sooner you guys bring stuff up, the sooner we can try and fix the thing or address it if it... because like I said, there's a lot of like internal data that's being collected. I'm not even looking at the screen. I have Discord on a different screen. Sorry. Move my face so it's a little bit more front on. The team is collecting a bunch of info. We have our own fork of a replay parser, and so we have access to literally everything basically on a Discord replay or on a Rocket League replay. So if you can imagine it, the chances are high we can collect that data so long as it actually exists in the game. Sean, do you have any? I think it seems like the questions are good. Do you have any thoughts? Final thoughts or anything?
No, I think we covered most everything. I think it was a decent first attempt at our live stream, and
Yes.
I'm sure we'll get better at this as we go.
If it was a trophy training pack, I probably got a 75% on the rating. So that's fine. We did fine, though. We did fine. I'm really hyped you guys were in here. Yeah, Sparrow, what you just said is something I would love. It is something that would be super sick. This has to do with the jump-in replay thing that I talked about where it's a pro POV. Similar idea would be having Farah Farah would have a coaching profile where it would be an analysis dashboard that is basically configured by him, things that he thinks are important, and then we would get to see that. And probably he would have there'd be some dialogue that the AI might present to you. Some text that is Farah. That's the idea. That would be a cool idea. Yeah, Sparrow, that would be cool. I don't know how the tech is on our side for getting replay stuff in, but I imagine it is super possible. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Having a pro level, just like buying like a jersey from a pro you like or something, getting a training pack that has their name on it, like whatever, Zen training pack or Rawas training pack. You know what I mean? Of course. Wavy. I would love to have a wavy pack. Shopify in general, 2-piece would be dope too. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, comparing against pro. Kind of like ball chasing does that a little bit. You can select a group to compare against. Having more in-depth analytics, because I don't think ball chasing uses AI at all. They just do a parsing and then present the data. But having actual high-level analysis would be amazing. Would be amazing. I'll try and bring that idea up. I'll try and keep pushing for that idea because I love that idea. Sean and I are your inside men. And David, too. And Madison, too. Inside people. Yeah. Asking for Sparrow, it just takes some, a lot of what's been happening is the infrastructure's been getting built up. So just like the training, all those new training packs, that's all because of a recent development. So as they get more things in there, we keep building. We now have like a pretty solid base as far as our tech goes. So we can, we can get any cool ideas like that. Continue to share them. We'd love to see them. I think we meant to go for 30 minutes and now we are at, what does my timer say? 1 hour and 7. Excited to do the next one with Mansell Audio, so maybe we can schedule one soon, and I can get the Discord set up, and then we can actually get Sean's audio in there too for his gameplay. Super excited, everyone. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for sticking around the whole time too. Really appreciate it. And I think
definitely reach out if there's anything you'd like us to cover or go over in any future sessions. We're happy to field any questions and suggestions from you all.
Yeah, thanks for pinging that again, Sparrow. Yep, discounts are there, boys. Get them in. They'll be there for a little bit too. So if you miss a deadline, if you felt like you missed a thing, just send us a message, and we'll be flexible for you for sure. I'm excited to get as many people as we can involved. The community's been awesome, and it'd be nice to have you guys around for sure. Continue going forward. All right, we're signing off, everyone. Thank you. Goodbye.